What's going on, guys? Michael here from TYT YuGiOh, coming at you with a Mermail Atlantean combo video and discussion. This video is going to be in two parts. The first part is to show off a combo that I've been working on for this deck. I apologize in advance for the use of proxies throughout the video. I just wanted to get this video out as soon as I possibly could so that, me and the community, the Mermail community, can work on making this combo in this deck as good as it can be, because I believe I'm the first person to really start thinking about the deck and taking it in this direction. So make sure you watch with the sound on so that you can hear my explanation of all the proxies and you don't get confused. And then after I demonstrate the combo, I'll talk about a few variations. For example, what happens if you draw any of the garnets in the combo and how you can still resolve it. And then I'll go over a couple of brief ideas that I've been toying with the Mermail Atlantean deck in general, so that hopefully you guys can give me your suggestions and we can go from there and build this deck together. All right, so first I'm going to start off with the combo. So what you need to start your opening hand for the combo is Teus Goons and then any water monster. So any water monster in the game, doesn't matter, literally could be vanilla, you just have to discard it for Megalo. Alright, so I'm going to do my best to keep everything on frame for you guys. So my hand's going to be kind of over here, graveyard over here, this is like a field center, so link zones, and yeah, let's do it. So you already know how to do this, right? Teus Goons, 2 effects, search Gundam Diva. Alright, Diva effect over there. Summon Neptibus, Neptibus effect, send Goons, add Goons, Goons effect, add Megalo. So we're going to do like a mini Orcust combo right here where we're going to make Phoenix, Mermaid, field center. Shout out to Bowden, by the way. Mermaid effect, discard the Dragoons, and search or summon Orcust Nightmare, and then the Dragoons effect is going to search the Mooling Glacia. Boom. Alright, so that's 5 waters in the graveyard. So we can go ahead and drop the Mooling Glacia, right? Rip 2 cards of our opponent's hand. And so this is one area where I'd like some help with this combo, you guys in the comment section or whatever. So here we summon any Link 2 in the entire game that just has a downward facing arrow. I'm going to summon a Galatea here, only because I want to show that if you play some kind of Orcust variant, like this is a spot where you could use Galatea instead of like playing some other random Link 2 in your extra to save space. But again, this could be any Link 2 that points down. So I just, think about what the best Link 2 you could probably play in this spot is, and let me know in the comments and all that, all right? So from here, we're going to activate Megalo. We're going to discard the Gund and then any water monster. And then Gund effect is going to summon back Teus from the graveyard. I'm going to put the graveyard out of the way now. It doesn't matter as much. So I'm going to overlay these 2 7s for Draco Sack. And then detach material and summon 2 tokens. So this is where the proxy use starts, guys. Again, apologies, but you got to do what you got to do. So you're going to use Galatea and Mechaphantom Beast Draco Sack to summon, this is going to be the first proxy. You're going to summon a Psyframe Lord Lambda. So that's the Link monster from Battles of Legend, the Psyframe Link monster, Psyframe Lord Lambda. Now you're going to take Diva and a token and summon Ib the World Chalice Justiciar. That's going to be the so again, this is a proxy. This is Ib the World Chalice Justiciar. It's the level 5 World Chalice Synchro monster. You're going to use Ib the World Chalice Justiciar's effect to search yet another proxy. Again, sorry. So this is a proxy for World Legacy World Crown. This is a dark level 6 monster, and its effect is basically it's a Crusadia monster. You summon it to from your hand to a zone a Link monster points to. That's its effect. All right. So now we're going to synchro with the level 5 tuner Ib guy and this level 3 monster, and we're going to summon a Psyframe Lord Omega. We're going to use the Ib's effect in the graveyard to summon from our deck Crowned by the World Chalice. This is not a proxy. This is literally the vanilla water World Chalice monster. Okay, so from here, guys, you're going to summon the level 6 World Legacy World Crown guy to your zone that this Lambda points to, right? Because it points down these 2 spots. Then you're going to use these 2 monsters to summon Ib, the World Chalice Priestess right here, okay? So now you can activate the effect of Omega. So that's going to be your 3rd card looped out of your opponent's hand. And now is where we use our Orcus Monsters effect. So we're going to go ahead and banish the Orcus Nightmare from our graveyard. Oh yeah, and then you activate the Lambda, obviously, so you can search Gamma in the end phase. So activate Nightmare effect, and you're gonna send the new Gizmek Orochi, the Serpentine Sky Slasher card from your deck to the graveyard. This is a Dark Machine, so obviously it's a target for Orcus Nightmare. You're gonna activate this card's effect by banishing, fucking bunch of shitty cards from the top of your deck, and then you're gonna summon it, right? Boom. And now you're going to overlay this level 8 monster with the Mooling Glacia. This is another proxy, I apologize. So you're not going to summon Hope Harbinger here. This is a proxy for number 97 Draglubion. It's like the level 8 dark monster from Battles of Legend, and its effect is that you detach material. So we're going to attach the Orochi, and you summon basically Heart Earth Dragon, number 92 Heart Earth Dragon, and attach a number dragon monster from your extra deck under it as material. Again, this is another proxy. This is not a legal target for Draglubion, but like this is just some random monster that you attach under it. Okay, so Draglubion effect, you're going to summon it to the zone that it points to. And then on your end phase, you're going to use the Lambda to search for a Cyframe Gamma, which is now going to be live. All right, so your ending board is going to be the Lambda with the Gamma that you can use because you still have 2 zones, right, to summon. You have the Draglubion, you have the number 92 Heart Earth Dragon with the Ib to protect them. So if this card would be destroyed, right, you can send the Ib instead. And then obviously another couple more key features about this ending board here. Since you used the Mecha Orochi card, which by the way is in your graveyard floating, so you can summon it back on your opponent's turn or on your next turn. Since we banished so many cards, if the number 92 does get destroyed, it can come back on the end phase and it will have 10,000 attack because you have the 8 cards banished from the Gizmek Orochi, plus the Orcus Nightmare, plus the Cyframe Omega. Okay, so it'll come back with 10,000 attack if it does get destroyed. So that's super cool. Another noteworthy thing, if you're new to the deck or if you don't know, generally how like rulings about this deck, Mooling Glacia, since it was removed from the field, by being as a Xyz material, this is not considered leaving the field. It's like this weird thing from like Sangan when Xyz monsters first came out, where this monster is considered like in limbo underneath this XYZ monster. So basically the thing that you need to know is that even though Mooling Glacia is no longer on the field, you can still conduct your battle phase for the next turn. All right, so that's super good. Kind of gets around the restriction of like using, getting Mooling Glacia off the field, like using it for link material or anything like that. All right, so that's the combo. So now just to explain briefly how you can pretty much resolve this combo if you draw any of the bricks. So the only one you can't draw is Orcus Nightmare. If you draw Orcus Nightmare, you can't summon it from the deck, and that really sucks. So this is the only actual garnet of the deck, right? So if we go through the other quote-unquote garnets, if you draw Gizmek Orochi, then you just don't search it with Orcus Nightmare, you Foolish Burial it, you just summon it from your hand, right? Because you can use its effect to summon it from your hand. The World Legacy World Crown, if you draw this, then you just don't search it and you just summon it from your hand, right? Like midway through the combo, it's okay. If you draw Crowned by the World Chalice, this vanilla monster, well, it's a water monster, so this is going to be the any water that you use to discard off of Megalo, and then you will summon it back from the graveyard, right? Because Ib, the World Chalice, again, what this is a proxy for, Ib, the World Chalice Justiciar, you can summon this from your graveyard instead of your deck, right? So you would just discard this off the Megalo, right? So of the 4 garnets in this deck, you can draw 3 of them. In fact, you can literally draw all 3 of them, because if your hand is these 3 cards plus Teus Goons, literally you can draw this and then 3 of the 4 garnets, and you can still do the combo, exactly the same way. So that's another really interesting feature about this combo, right? So just a couple other thoughts or quick items for discussion, things I wanted to bring up about the deck. Again, since originally that Link 2, you can summon Galatea here, it kind of makes me want to play Orcus monsters, since I am already playing the Orcus Nightmare, and the Orochi, there's a lot of synergy with the Dark Machine monsters and everything like that. So, I'm not sure what the best Orcus combo is, whether it's, Topologic Bomber Dragon with Babel or whatnot, but that's something to explore. On the other side of the coin, you'll notice this combo requires no spells and traps, so this is potentially something compatible for a Light of Sekka variant of the deck, or something else I've been playing around with. if you wanted to go more in the Orcus direction, is playing things like Allure of Darkness, along with Gen X Undyne. Reason being is that you have a lot of dark monsters in this strategy. For example, the Gizmic Orochi, the World Chalice level 6 guy, right? And Gen X Undyne searches a dark monster as well, right? So we have some synergy here between these dark monsters. You actually end up having a lot of dark monsters if you put in, you know, an Orcust engine or whatever into your deck. So this is another direction you could potentially go with the deck. The only downside with going with this dark direction or a more Orcus variant, at least from what I've seen during my cursory testing, is that the extra deck is very, very tight. Like, you might only have room for like 2 Galatea and 1 Dingirsu if you play all the cards for this combo that I just showed you. So just, you know, so this guide has been to basically just, you know, give you guys an overview of this cool combo I've been working on, give you some ideas to play with, and you know, get back to me in the comments and stuff. And again, hopefully we can make this deck, you know, as good as possible, taking it in kind of a new, fresh direction. All right, thanks guys, and I'll catch you guys next time.